What's up guys, this is JYLETSPLAYS, it's Jordan here. How you all doing? I hope you're all cool. Today we've got something slightly different to the channel. So every video I've uploaded so far, apart from my first video where I was just rambling a load of shit, I've basically been playing games. And today I've got something to capture games, because usually I've just been, using the, I think it's called Game DVR on Xbox One, just to be able to kind of obviously capture it on there. I've been using a screen recorder on my Mac if I'm playing emulators or whatever. But today I've got something slightly different. So I ended up buying an ELGATO HD60. It's a game capture card which a lot of people are using. It seems to be very, very popular. Now this is just the newest edition that I'm going to be using on a daily basis. So the reason why I'm showing you this is because I think a lot of you guys might be interested in it. If you guys are like me, you're just starting up YouTube and you want to be shooting and editing lots of gameplay footage, then you're going to need one of these to capture it. Here it is, the ELGATO HD60. It will capture footage in full 1080p at 60 frames per second. So if you want to obviously slow down the frame rate or whatever you want to do, you know, some people like to put stuff in slow motion, or they might want to take screenshots from the footage. If you do want to take screenshots from the footage, then you definitely want to be shooting in 1080p at 60 frames per second. So the reason why I went with this one over the competitors, purely because ELGATO's got a great name behind it. You know, there are some which are cheaper, which, to some people may be fine. But I wanted to shoot 1080p for you guys, and I wanted to be able to edit it at 60 frames per second. Alright, so I'm just going to do a little unboxing, and then that'll be my video on the ELGATO. Hey guys, so here we are. Here's the ELGATO Game Capture HD60. Now, I did get it secondhand. I got it off of Depop. Depop is basically like eBay. You buy things by the appearance of it. I got this for £40. That was with shipping, which I thought was a fucking steal, yo. With packaging, it's £7.50 I think you pay for packaging. So I got it for about £33, which is an absolute steal, because these are still going online, retail price for about £100 each. Now, these are brilliant. Like I said, it captures full 1080p HD quality with 60 frames per second, which is brilliant if you want to either do slow motion clips of your footage, or if you want to take screenshots or something like that, because a lot of people make thumbnails out of screenshots. Basically what that means is, so video is made up of a combination of very quick photographs putting one after another. So obviously the more frames you got, the more clear the picture is when you slow it down, and obviously if you pause it, you'll get a good screenshot, as opposed to obviously like a motion shot where it's just blurriness and it's not very good quality. Then obviously there's advanced H.264 hardware encoding. Here it says that it's got lag-free HDMI pass-through to the TV, which I guess people will see that as a very, very important thing. Obviously a lot of people will be watching it on their computer. They now have a HD60S, I believe it is. It's the newer model which they brought out, I believe, at the end of last year, so 2016. What that does is it just creates less lag between the television, which is obviously screening the console, towards the actual laptop itself, because I believe there is a couple of seconds lag. Although it says lag free, I think there is still, like a couple of seconds of lag. So if you're playing, for instance, on an Xbox One and it's going through your television, you'd press A and your character or something like that would jump. 2 seconds later it would show up on your laptop as jumping. Right, and then it's got next generation control, so unlimited capture right to your PC or Mac. I use MacBook Pro, so that's perfect. Flashback recording, which is amazing. Flashback recording is something which basically, if you forgot to press record or something like that, and your HD60 is obviously already set up, and you're on, you're shooting something on your Xbox or something like that, if you've just had a friggin' 30 kill streak on Call of Duty or Black Ops or or Battlefield 1 or something like that, then you can rewind it and record, which is brilliant. I don't know how this really works, but it's an amazing addition to the software, and it's brilliant that they included this. And immediate access and built-in editor. So I mean, for those of you that don't use other primary software for editing, like I use Premiere Pro, a lot of people might use Final Cut or just iMovie, which is absolutely fine. But if you didn't want to obviously purchase any of those, obviously iMovie is free. If you wanted to just use something that came with the software, then immediate access and built-in editor, it will be just fine. It will do you just fine, and it may look actually pretty professional. If you do it right, it'll be brilliant. Okay, and then next generation streaming. So I really want to be getting onto my own streaming at some point. I really want to be able to do some streaming which hasn't got lag, and I believe this is the best one for it. So it's got actual built-in streaming ability in the software. Stream command, add webcam and overlays. It's brilliant if you want to just do that. Like I said, this relates back to editing. Obviously with the editing, I put myself in the corner or something like that. It's just easily done that way. But if you wanted to do it straight away from a webcam or something like that, then obviously that's good for streaming as well, so it's perfect. And then built-in live commentary feature. You can grab yourself a little mic, and you can record your mic straight onto it and obviously do commentary. You can also do that with your headset. So obviously if you are playing with a Turtle Beach or something like that, you can just plug that directly into the interface and you're good to go. So the technical specifications here: USB 2.0, input PlayStation 4, Xbox One and Xbox 360. So audio in, analog stereo, so HDMI pass-through, supported resolution. So like I said, so it's 1080p, 60 frames per second. Obviously you can play around with that, but I think that the 1080p at 60 frames per second is the main feature here. And obviously you're going to want to be using it at its maximum ability. Alright, so let's get into this. So like I said, it is second hand, so I did buy it off somebody. That's why I got it such a ridiculously cheap price. Immortalized? Yeah, immortalized. Yo! And there it is. There's the bad boy. There he is, the HD60. Let's get that right out of there. The reason why I purchased this was because I want my content to be a lot more smoother. I want it to be easier for me to just shoot a whole clip of gameplay. Alright, so look at the ports here. So we've got a audio jack in. So you can, like I said, so you can plug any kind of audio in device here, and then you can obviously add live commentary. You've got the HDMI in, so obviously if you've got an Xbox One, for instance, I'm always using the Xbox One as an example because I am an Xbox One gamer. I use Xbox One primarily over anything else. You would plug your HDMI right into here, and then what you do is plug the other end of this one. So there's another HDMI out here. So this one would go directly into your TV. So obviously, so you plug one from your Xbox One into this side here, and then you plug another side going into your TV. So that's the feed, it feeds through there. And then you'll have your USB here, and that plugs into your PC or your Mac. And that's what runs into the software to get your footage. Alright, so there's a line going across the middle there. I believe this is going to glow up or show obviously some kind of power. I haven't tested it yet. I'll let you know if it's broken or not. If it is, then I've been fucked over. There's the bottom there. It's like, so it's a bit of a rubbery material. This is to obviously give it a bit of grip when it's sitting on top of the console. And then in the box here, so I'm supposed to get HDMI cable, I believe, but I think this guy may have left one out, which is, I'm not too fussed about that. To be honest, I've got about fucking 60 HDMI leads because they come with fucking everything you buy these days, even with a TV. Even if you didn't want to use HDMI, they'll give you a fucking one anyways. So to be honest, am I happy that I spent 40 quid on this? Fuck yeah, motherfucker, this is 40 quid, motherfucker. Right, what I'll do then, guys, is I'll shoot this up, I'll get some footage, and I'll edit this bad boy in with some footage, and I'll let you know what I think, and I'll let you know my opinions and thoughts on it. Peace. So I have just shot some footage with the ELGATO HD60. I'm very happy with the outcome. Fucking hell, I thought it was 40 quid. It's, and as you can see, I'm showing you some footage now which has just been shot with the Elgato HD60. So it was 1080p, 60 frames per second. Now, I mean, at the end of the day, like, this fucking footage looks better than what it does on my TV. Like, I can't explain it. But the only negatives that I could draw out of this was I was actually plugging it up. I rigged it through my PC, actually, my laptop, as opposed to my MacBook Pro. It was a 2015 Acer. There was a bit of lag. Now, it was a good amount of lag. There's about, not a good amount, but I mean, there was a lot of lag. There's probably about 5 to 10 seconds, something in that region, between me pressing a button and it actually moving or something like that. There's about 5 to 10 seconds delay. Now, I'm not sure if that's normal with these things or if it's just something that's going on with this. Also, with the laptop itself, when it was actually previewing what I was playing on the screen, it for some reason was flickering, and that was a bit worrisome. So anyways, what I ended up doing was turning off the display, and it recorded like a charm. So I'm not really complaining. It just means that I won't be able to kind of mirror what's going on TV onto the laptop, because there's too much lag there anyways. You can't really play it. I mean, if you wanted to do that, if you wanted a complete display on your laptop from it, and it'd be perfect without any lag, then what you're going to have to do is opt in for the Elgato HD60S, because I believe you'll get less lag with that, and I believe it'll be a lot more of an enjoyable experience, and it will preview the content a lot smoother. So anyways, and this has been JYLETSPLAYS, bit of a different one, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. But besides that, I will be getting a DSLR in a couple of weeks, and the content is gonna be lit. So keep posted, and peace.